training sessions for people who are interested in neuro-linguistic programming. Maybe you've heard about that before. In any case, it's NLP, and we help and assist people in terms of changing their behavioral patterns.
Oh, really?
Related to their emotions, so that they can go towards more successful ways of living, often towards a goal. Let's say it's very goal-oriented, so we help people also in terms of defining goals professionally and personally. And we use all sorts of techniques and protocols in order to help people really change the way they see the world so that they can go towards their goals and their vision positively. So there's what we have is one of the possible ways is to go through a training session if you want to become a neuro-linguistic programmer yourself. Otherwise, we also do therapy. We can treat phobia, we can treat traumas, they can be war-related, they can be earthquake-related, accidents, whatever the trauma it might be, different fears, behavioral patterns, stress, emotional disorders, whatever they may be. We have different techniques. We also work a lot in neurotherapy. So we do what we call EFT, it's emotional freedom technique, which helps just relieve the way you feel, in fact, just kind of re-getting a connection between mind and body, sort of a holistic, synergistic way of circulating energies through the pathways in order to just release the tensions, release whatever negative patterns or emotions so that we can live peacefully and happily. In essence, we have different possibilities. In fact, we work under the name of Arabia psychology. So we do offer therapy, we offer coaching, we also offer mental preparation, so people who are looking to surpass and go beyond their limits. We help people through that in terms of just gaining a real sense of power over their lives to take the direction that they want. So whether it be athletes, coaches, it can be in corporate settings, for trainers. We accompany people on all different pathways through all different walks of life, whether it be on a personal self-development track or professionally.
And is it a successful business? Do you see it as a successful business? Are your services required everywhere? I mean, let's say...
well, required, they certainly are an asset, because what we can do also is, in fact, this is called rapid therapy. So people don't need to go through years and years of psychiatry or psychiatric treatment. Here we teach people also how to help themselves, because the idea, the baseline is really that people have everything they need within themselves. So we accompany them and help them access what they have in terms of their inner resources. It's really just connecting with yourself and in order to go forward. So we don't necessarily have techniques that look back on the past at all. It's really taking action in the moment so that people can make their lives better. So yes, I would say it's definitely something that's useful. I mean, it changes lives. There's patterns that we create that we can disconnect from so that we can change our way of doing things and change our emotional reactions to our thoughts, for example, and live, more peacefully, more harmony. And then, of course, I mean, these techniques, whether they be the emotional freedom techniques or we do it's called neurological training as well, hypnotherapy. So we have different types of training depending on people's interest and also depending on people's needs. But all of those different techniques can help on many different levels, with depression, with addiction, with self-esteem, things that people have a hard time with these days. So, in fact, they're really good sources of accompaniment, in fact.
And what do these techniques include in terms of activities? Can you explain when it comes to...
In terms of activities, well, what we would call is we have a certain set of protocols and different techniques that are priority for certain ailments, let's say. If somebody has a lot of stress or panic, we might use what we call a tapping technique, which is you would tap on somebody's knees, for example. so that they can reconnect bilaterally in their brain, so that this level of stress stops. We use eye techniques, eye movement techniques, which is something really powerful as well, which helps in terms of recoding what has already been stored in the brain. So for example, if somebody has a trauma or has experienced something very dramatic and they can't let go of it, they can't really move forward in their lives, with these certain eye contact movements, we can help people recode the information so that they're desensitized and they're taken aback from the actual experience. Because that's the problem, really. Most people are attached to this emotion that blocks them. So with certain techniques, you sort of dissociate somewhat, or you remove your intensity towards whatever it is that's bothering you.